I got $500 in cash in case they don't.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the LB Motorsports Podcast. We've got Zach's looking at me. We've got Zach here with us today. Again, we are blessed, and he's looking at me like I'm a little demon.
You are a demon.
One of my personalities might have just lashed out at him a little bit, but she's gone now. Lacifer
She'll be back.
Lacifer's gone, so here we are. It is probably close to 11:30 at night now, and so we're sitting here wondering which one of my personalities decided that we even needed a podcast.
Probably the same one that just yelled at me for no reason.
But here we are, happy to be here, right, Zach?
Oh, just ecstatic.
Oh,
like I wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
You want to take your hood down?
No.
Or you're just going for the like kid in the back of the class that gets detention all the okay. Wow, that was bold for the first 60 seconds. Nope, you were past. It's about 63 seconds, so you're good.
Fuck.
Anyways, yeah, he's going for the kid that sits at the back of the class and gets detention vibes today.
Yeah, that's me.
It's fine. So yeah, on this episode, we are going to talk, we're going to catch you guys up on everything that happened at SEMA. SEMA was pretty big, especially for you this year, Zach.
It was pretty big.
It was pretty awesome.
Way better than any other SEMA.
Yeah, so we definitely want to get into all of that. And then we also want to get into the winner of the Suburban that we just announced this week and how that's been so far. So
we'll start this thing off with like the 2 days leading up to SEMA.
Yeah, the journey to SEMA, or the journey of us trying to leave for SEMA.
So first off, it was raining. You know, it hasn't rained in 3 months.
Pouring rain, like monsoon, like not just...
Mother Nature's like, I'm going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
And it's going to rain.
When you're trying to load up trailers.
It was almost like Forrest Gump, the movie. It just started raining one day.
After we've been awake for like 48 hours straight at this point.
Yeah, so Brian gets in the truck, puts it in reverse, backs up, truck stops. I'm like, hey, stupid, take the emergency brake off. Well, turns out the emergency brake was off. The rear axle... center pin was broke and shoved into the center axle. On
one of the trailers. This is one of 3.
Trailer. Customer provided a truck and trailer to haul their stuff out there. It was broke while raining. And then we got that fixed.
I think you might need to be a little closer to the mic.
He said one fist.
We really don't want Zach's voice to be super quiet like it was on the last one. But anyways.
Yeah, so if you got your hearing aids in, go ahead and turn them things up. So we get the trailer fixed, we get loaded, we take a nap, and we leave. And before the first fuel stop, Lacey's beautiful Kodiak let us down again.
That seems to be a trend with the Kodiak. The motor was completely gone through, fixed. Transmission completely rebuilt. Shout out to Bob Milliken. Thank you for that. And it wasn't any of those things. Yeah, new tires. It was like ready to rip, right? Ready to be just... an off-road, cross-country trucking machine.
Off-road?
On-road, off-road. Either one. It was ready for whatever we could throw at it. It was
so ready for that hour-and-a-half trip.
Yeah, so fuel system.
So thankfully, old J-Ball.
Yeah, our friend J-Ball was driving up from Florida, actually.
Yep, and he just happened to meet up with us.
And he's like, hey, I can haul... anything you guys need. We're like, no, we needed him. Yeah, so
that's what happens when you get a Ford.
It worked out just perfect.
It did.
You mean the Ford runs is what you're saying?
Yeah, it made it there.
Yeah. I need an F450. It's fine.
Ford.
I knew that when I bought the Kodiak, but I just love Kodiaks. I love that damn thing.
I don't.
No, yeah. I mean, it's fixed now. And it is
fixed.
On a cross-country road trip now. Cap had to go back
to Vegas because we had to rescue Weston.
Because Weston's truck broke down in Vegas.
Dodges. If y'all just buy Fords.
Listen.
Weston, this is for you. Go buy you a damn Ford.
450s do pull the best. 20 and up.
Can't change my mind.
No.
17 and up.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Illuma Duty, any of them.
Yep. So Weston blew a head gasket, hydro-locked his motor, and we had to go rescue him on the side of the road.
So the Kodiak's doing that job, but it did not do the job on the way to SEMA.
Yeah, let us down.
But J-Ball to the rescue. We made it to SEMA.
We made it to SEMA on time.
We could have had worse luck.
You're right.
I'm pretty happy about it. I'm like, if that's all that happened, we're good. Like,
Trucks were done.
Yeah, and everyone had their health. We didn't really have, sleep.
Didn't even have to do meth.
Right.
To stay awake?
Right. Cap might have, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know Cap's mom's listening to this. It was just a joke. It's a little jokey joke.
So we made it there
wouldn't do
on
that.
time.
I drug test everybody.
The silence. So we make it there on time. Unloaded, detailed.
Kind of on time.
It was on.
We were like a couple days
oh,
late.
you need to be there Friday, but really we can load it Sunday.
Yeah. Everything's parked outside.
From now on, we'll see you on Sunday.
So yeah, we get there.
Get unloaded, get the trucks ready for the burn yard.
Yeah, that was the cool thing. I feel like this was a year of firsts for us. The burn yard, the first time we even witnessed all that was last year.
Yeah, SEMA's lame if you're not participating in the burn yard.
Honestly. Or even just watching the burn yard is fun though. I had a blast last year watching it, but participating in it, I didn't get to participate as much as you did.
If you're standing over there by your truck, no, my dick's bigger. No, mine don't have a front dry shaft, but yours does.
Yeah.
Gay.
Okay. Well,
You can leave that in there, Frank. So,
anyways.
burn yard, day one. Lacey just going to rip.
Oh, no. First of all, I'm nervous as shit, okay? Because this burn yard is the size of this room.
It was pretty small.
It was pretty small. We're looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's no, it's pretty much that bad.
Pretty small.
I've never, the only times I've even driven my truck are burnout competitions besides one other time. And they're normally pretty big areas. And I try to move around because I don't like to get lost in the smoke. I like to move around so people, can see that I'm doing my thing. And there was not a lot of room for that. So I definitely could use more practice for that. I was swinging it.
She was swinging it. And then the old D150 does what the D150 does best. And let us down like the Kodiak.
Yeah. And it's never a cool, let down either.
If you sent the rods through the block.
If it was a fiery explosion.
Easy on the fire.
I'm fine
it
with
was
fire.
on fire.
It was on a little bit of fire, yeah.
So what happened was the wastegate standoff weld broke, shot hot exhaust onto the turbo lines for the wastegate, pinched them closed, maxed the 30 PSI map sensor, shot the dipstick tube out of it, and then burnt a hole in the piston.
Yeah.
Lame.
And it just wasn't that exciting.
It wasn't.
It just lost power. I'm whipping it and then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta back up because I got a little too close to the wall. And then I'm like, this thing is not building wheel speed to do any kind of donuts or anything anymore. So we're just gonna do a stationary burnout. And then it wouldn't even do that. Gabe was riding shotgun though. It was so sweet because I'm nervous as shit because I'm never I'm always nervous for the burnout contest, but we're with the world's best drivers. At this thing, and I'm not worthy, 100%. I'm
not worthy.
You did great. I'm just lucky that they let me even be in the same vicinity as these people. So I'm wow, if I go out here and just look like an idiot, this is going to be really embarrassing. And I'm
but you were doing
shaking,
good.
nervous. I was doing okay. When I could definitely do better. I need more practice, but when I look at the videos, I'm that wasn't that bad.
The truck definitely wasn't correct.
No, the truck was not running good. But yeah, Gabe was passenger and he's don't even think about it. Just pretend it's just me and you in the driveway doing burnouts. I'm okay, I can do that. So that helped. But yeah, so I'm 2 for 2. Well,
No, you're 1 for 1. 1 burnout, 1 motor.
Yeah, I'm 1 burn.
2 burnouts, 2 motors.
Yeah, so every time I do a burnout, the motor let's go. But at this point in the SEMA adventures, I'm down 2 trucks, the Kodiak and my D150 the very first day. So
second show of the day, it was my turn.
Yeah.
And I
you
was
fucking
nervous
ripped.
as fuck too.
You couldn't tell you were nervous.
Oh, I was.
I was crying happy tears. You did so good.
Oh, I sent that bitch.
Yeah.
Brand new set of tires, and I ain't no pussy doing burnouts on no little baby steel wheels either. Those are 20x14s. JTXs and a 315 back tire.
Yeah. I don't even know. That was such a small area, and you've never done anything like that either.
Hell no.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
it was impressive.
Straight off the rev limiter.
I'm gonna get cozy here.
You gonna get cozy?
Yeah. I feel I look like I'm at a business meeting, and that's not really the vibes, especially when it's just you. How does this look, Brian? Cozy. He says it looks cozy.
So day one, everything was going. and we forgot to crimp off the rear brakes. So I boiled the brakes and lost braking, or I would have kept going.
But I mean, the very first...
But I mean, the first one was a ripper.
I mean, it was like probably 4 minutes long.
No, I think it was 2 minutes.
It seemed really long. I was like, when's
so
it gonna
much
stop?
smoke, I couldn't
They
even
don't
breathe.
like, the cool thing about the Hoonigan Burnyard is you don't have a time limit. Like,
No, you send that bitch till it is either on fire, rods hanging out of it, or you have no tires left.
yeah, that's what, like, that was one of the things that I'm like, okay, so when I get out there, how long do I go? They're like, till the tires pop. I'm like, let's fucking do it. And that's literally what you do. How many tires did you go through?
I went through 5 sets of tires, so 10 tires.
Zach got
25
lucky
gallons of fuel.
because you got to drive every day.
Every day.
You did the show every day.
Monday, Tuesday,
And then even
Tuesday,
after
Wednesday,
SEMA Fest.
Thursday. And then Friday night, we did the 43 car burnout.
That was so
for
cool.
Ken
We need
Block.
to talk about that. We'll get to that.
Okay, so
We need
day
to talk
one, me
about
and
that.
JC did it because JC hasn't rode in the truck yet.
Yeah, so JC, our mechanic, if you guys know who that is.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Right Hand Man never gets to ride in the truck. He just has
Yeah.
to help me build them. And then Tuesday, Kurt from Blower Dry Services got to ride.
Brian's
Brian.
making noise in the background. Brian, you're really distracting.
He's trying to get cozy.
We're all getting cozy. It's too late for this shit.
Nap time. So day 2, sent that bitch again. I tell you right now, Texas Speed built one gangster ass motor.
Yeah. I mean, that thing withstood some abuse all week.
I think I had
all week.
total of 10 minutes of rev limiter in 5 days.
Like, that's insane.
Yep, change oil and spark plugs on day 2. Sent it 3 more times.
And my poor little motor, like, it can't even handle driving down the road, apparently.
It's a difference in a Texas Speed motor and a
Junkyard
junkyard motor.
Yep, you'll have that.
Yep. I mean, yours did make more horsepower than mine.
It did. Did I get to use the horsepower?
No.
No. But it is what it is.
It's fine. We'll fix it.
I'll get a Texas speed motor one day.
So Friday night, we did the 43 car burnout in memory of Ken Block, which was crazy to be a part of, for one.
Wild.
And it was the most chaos, like, insane. His daughter was in the Hoonicorn blowing flames. Travis Oshana's drifting around her. They're doing burnouts in the Rolls Royce, and then 43 cars just
was
setting tires
wild.
on fire.
And it's like before that, it's like the drivers meeting with literally like some of the best drivers in the world just like standing around. And then they
played a memory.
they played
video.
in memory video. Like, that was so cool.
Yep. Couldn't see shit.
No. Like, you could see around for like the first
5 seconds.
5 seconds, and that was it. It was crazy. It was pretty
Pop
epic.
tires.
A
Caught
lot of
tires
people caught on fire.
I was on fire. Dick Industries was on fire. The Rolls Royce was on fire.
There was a lot of fire. They knew there was gonna be fire though.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the above view.
So those
Of
were my
that
last
whole
set of
thing?
tires, and I was like, I'm gonna take it easy, and I'm gonna save these for tomorrow. And then about 6 seconds in, I'm like, man, Ken Block would think I'm a pussy, so I went straight to high gear.
You had like a burning pile of rubber.
Oh, it was insane.
Like, it was on fire for a long
It was a
time.
brand new set of tires, 2 popped. In 43.
I was sitting passenger at that. That was really cool.
After she fought to get there.
I was gonna say I literally. Oh
she
yeah.
sprinted.
Because I had to sit in the parade for like to wait to get out for the parade in my truck.
Lame. That's because you do that lame SEMA stuff.
For
show
like
truck
2.5
people.
hours, I'm sitting in my truck, and then I'm like, wow, I'm just not gonna make it to this, once in a lifetime amazing freaking ceremony of burning tires. And so I took an Uber and literally ran down the streets of Vegas to try to get there, and I
And
got
you
there
made it.
just in time.
Yep. So that was pretty cool. And then Wally so Thursday night, Versatire overnighted me a set of tires because I already went through the 6 tires I took. Then they overnighted me a set. We put those on for Friday night, popped those, so I was out of tires. And then Wally got me a set of Toyos to put on for Saturday.
Wally from Hoonigan.
Yes, Wally from Hoonigan. Sorry, I forgot. I got to tell these people.
Yeah, you're talking. Well, I know you are talking to me, but this is how you talk to me too. He'll say people's first names like I'm supposed to know who the hell he's talking about.
You should.
He'll be like, yeah, so Joe said, I'm like, who the frick is Joe?
So Wally from Hoonigan got me a set of tires. And then we opened the last show for Saturday at SEMA Fest.
Yeah. It's epic.
And then I drove that bitch 30 minutes back to the hotel, down the strip, zero issues.
Yeah. Just drove
And
onto the
then
trailer. That's a
drove
win.
it to the trailer, left black marks probably all the way there. And then took it to drag strip Friday night after SEMA.
Yeah, that's right.
That bitch is still ready to rip. I started it today and revved it up for no reason.
That thing, yeah. I need a motor like that.
We'll get you one.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to send it to Texas Speed after PRI.
It probably needs a good
just to go through it,
yeah,
make sure everything's still
abused.
like it should be. So how was SEMA for you? I mean, it was a pretty big deal with your truck.
I mean, I think it was. The truck went over really well. A lot of people really liked it.
They did like it. You got your bumper wrapped in the booth by Justin and the boys.
Well, I was jealous of you the whole SEMA with your burnouts.
I wasn't jealous of you doing influencer things.
Well, I was jealous, but I was crying happy tears all weekend. But me, I got to be jealous because I'm competitive. But it was pretty awesome for me. Everyone loved the truck. So, it's SEMA. You always just get parts late. And I mean, it is what it is. So,
don't you know SEMA's the same time every year?
Don't everybody know SEMA's the same time every year? Why do you guys wait till last week? Whatever. I get so exhausted explaining that to people. But so my Fusion bumpers actually got lost in shipping. They were stuck in Nashville for a week. So I got them the day before we were supposed to leave. And so we put them on the truck, but they were just plain black. And they obviously weren't with my truck when it got wrapped. So Atlanta Custom Wraps, Justin and the crew, they wrapped them live in the booth, which ended up being really freaking cool for everybody, I think, because it kind of drew a crowd to the Fusion booth and we got to get cool content out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've never got to see them do that in person because they hand lay all the colors with, the knifeless tape or whatever. And that was really cool to see in person.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. You didn't get to see it because you were doing burnout things.
Well, I was there for a minute.
Oh, yeah, you were there for a minute, weren't you? Yeah. Because you had never met them before that, right? Yeah, they're awesome. I love them.
They are good people.
Yeah, it was super cool. I mean, this is my favorite build since the Escalade as far as lifted trucks go. And I feel like it was a big debut, kind of like the Escalade too. It had a really good response, I think.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with Dolph camo and an Elevate kit and JTX wheels and boggers.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we knew it was exactly the vision that I had that came to life. And it was cool to see everybody there was people crawling underneath it and all kinds of stuff. And I'm what you going to find in there? And they just pop up and not even know it was my truck and be this thing's badass. The
not
detail.
Not bad for 10 days.
Yeah, not bad for a 10-day build. And just people. What?
Embarrassing.
Yeah. There was this guy on my Instagram that said, bringing something to SEMA that you threw together in a week is embarrassing. So I don't like to give the haters a lot of attention, but if I have a really funny reply, I like to reply. So I just replied with a video of a walk around of the whole truck. And I said, so embarrassing with a little cry face. And everyone was roasting him in the comments, as they would, which I will say. I understand there's builds there that have taken years and have full-blown their resto mods and have body work and beautiful paint jobs and custom fabricated this and that, interior, all of that, whatever. But that's not the business that we're in. So we can build a badass lifted truck in
10 days.
10 days.
Frame off.
Yeah, so I'm super excited with how it turned out. And yeah, there's so many people that didn't even know it was my truck that are holy shit, this thing's awesome. And I'm thanks.
How many we take with us this year? I had 3 on my trailer.
We had the freaking convoy.
J-Ball had 2, and then Brian drove Honey's truck.
Oh, yeah. How many is that?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9? Is
5, 7, 8. We drove 8.
Drove 8, yeah. And I mean, how many?
And then we had a bunch of customer builds.
Yeah, so we had quite a few customer builds and a couple, quite a few, powder. Quite a bit of our powder coat work there too. Yep, it's pretty cool.
Good old SEMA.
I managed to again. I don't know. We'll probably never do that again. No one asked me to do that again.
That's what she says every year.
It's never a bad experience. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So SEMA was good.
SEMA was awesome.
I still can't believe my truck's running after that.
It was
people don't realize how hard I beat on that truck.
Oh no, I think if they see the videos, I think they realize.
Beat on it for 5 days straight, then beat on it
no lift
all the way back to the trailer. And it's still perfect.
Like, it's crazy.
And then it went 640s off the trailer at the drag strip.
She's a ripper.
She is a ripper, as Weston would say.
Yeah, I was going to say, I literally heard that in Weston's voice. She's a ripper. Yeah. Did Weston's cars run over the weekend?
Yeah, it caught on fire. I had to get out in the middle of Burnout and put it out.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I got to ride 2 gangster-ass trucks.
Yeah, tell him about...
So Kyle, I don't know if you guys know who Kyle is, but he's got a green flatbed.
Well, I was going to say, he's just going to say his first name.
No, look, I'm trying to,
that you guys know who Kyle is.
Kyle Lucifer. Looks like Lucifer, but we're going to say Lucifer. He sold his company in Australia to bring his truck over here to do burnouts in America.
That's the part I'm confused about. Like, is he over here just for good
He's
now?
thinking about moving over here.
Like, I mean, if you sold your whole business to just come over here, you're kind of banking on that. Which I'll say, we noticed he started a YouTube channel in the middle of SEMA and killing it. If you guys don't, go follow him. He's probably got more views than me already because he is killing
Dude, his truck is insane. Like, I've always wanted to ride in an Australian burnout vehicle. Yeah. Never thought I would. That's all the way across the whole globe.
Right.
And then he shows up to SEMA and he's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, let Matt, or what do you call it? Yeah, you want to ride, mate? Something like that, whatever you Australians say.
He was super cool, too.
As he made fun of my carbies with my injector hat on top. He said, oh, it's that little fuckboy cable right there.
Oh, my God. He was really nice, though.
Super cool.
I feel like, I mean, obviously I can't, like, judge all Australians, but the only run-ins I've had is people in our comments that are Australian talking shit to us, like saying, oh, those aren't real burnouts. You should see how we do it kind of thing.
I try to do it like them.
Right. But so I was like expecting, I'm like, oh, this Australian guy's here. I'm like, is he going to be like cocky towards everyone else? And like,
no, he's cool as fuck.
He's so cool. I mean, he has every right to be cocky if he wants to be.
Oh, that dude sins.
Like that
it was the most
wild.
Insane.
I ate like half of his tire and I loved every second of it.
My fucking arms almost slung out the window because his truck whipped so hard.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's right-hand steer?
Right-hand drive.
It's right-hand drive. And so Zach's sitting on the left, and then he gets out of it, and people thought it was my truck. Zach's
They're like, damn, you got 2 gangster trucks.
Like, that was not me. I don't even see how he can see what he's doing. He's whipping so fast.
Because he has so much vehicle control, and he has so much tire speed that he makes a bubble of no smoke inside, so he can see where he's at inside the burnout
Because you said he'll go around the perimeter first.
Well, he tips in, and his tire wheel speed and exhaust.
Explain exactly what tipping in is.
Tipping in is where you start in a burnout, and you're driving left or right, and then you whip that bitch the other way. No, so like you come in this way, and you're turning this way, and then you cut it hard and go the other way. You know, and like these American pussies do. You know, just sit in one spot, and they're like, look at this burnout. Yeah,
okay, dude. All right. Well, go join the other side, I guess. Then
listen,
Zach.
I've been watching my YouTube videos on how to do that shit.
You got to, right?
So
that's where you learned it then.
Yeah, at LS Fest. Did you see that tip in? Looks like I knew what the fuck I was doing.
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was taking notes.
Yeah. So driving like Kyle does literally only comes with a shit ton of practice. Yeah. I mean, he's like a professional.
He is a 100% professional Australian burnout driver.
I feel like he has a great career with that if he stays in America.
Well, yeah, because Americans do shitty burnouts.
He stands out. I hope he stays here. I think it's awesome. Except I saw on Instagram that he was really liking Florida, which I think he should just rethink that once it becomes summer.
Florida's pretty nice. They got nice beaches. You seen the beaches in Texas? It's like a bunch of shit water.
That is true. It's just too humid and hot there for me.
It's hot and humid here.
I mean, in like Houston, it's really humid, but it's not humid that much here.
Yeah.
Florida's just built different. But, I mean, you know, him and J-Ball could hang out.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't like Kansas then.
Nah, I think Kansas was a little too late.
Kansas was out for him.
Yeah, so Weston's car did good. Caught on fire while I was in it, so that was fun.
Doing the 43 car burnout, right?
No. In the burnout, in the burn yard.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember that. I filmed that, I'm pretty sure.
Nobody could see it.
There's so much.
I had to jump out in the middle of his burnout and put his fire out.
I keep forgetting of all the footage we have on your phone that I need to go through and edit for YouTube vlogs. I'm still going through all that.
We need an editor, so if you're on here and you're an editor, please send a resume.
But I'm so kind of picky, which is stupid because I'm not even a good editor, but it is what it is. We need like just an editor though, like not a filmer. Like just someone that puts the videos together because videographers are always so busy. And I'm always so busy.
So if you're on here and you're a video editor,
If you're a video editor,
please send a resume to sales@lbmotorsports.net.
yes. I think the hardest part is though, like getting all of the clips in one spot because there's so much on your phone. There's so much on mine and Cap's phone. There's some on Brian's phone. There's some on the camera.
That MacBook of yours, but that damn thing's full.
No, it's not full. It's
like
been,
your phone.
It's been doing work. Okay, everything, all my storage memories are always full because, you know, that's what I do. But anyways, yeah, no, but there's like you were filming while you were in the car and in Kyle's truck.
And in Kyle's.
That's going to be epic footage. I can't wait to show all that.
It sucks that people don't get to ride and shit like that because it is absolutely insane.
I get so car sick that
I was giggling like a fucking school child.
I would have thrown up and not been functional for the rest of the night.
It was great.
It looked fun.
It was.
I just stood right behind his tires as he left and
ate all the rubber.
Yeah, it was worth every second.
He leaves in high gear.
That little thing is
so his wheel
wild.
speed's like
and it's
150,
like
160
half-ass
mile an
lifted.
hour.
It's on leaf springs.
Yeah.
Like, that thing is wild.
It's so gangster.
Anyways, it's the whole podcast about Kyle's truck, I guess.
I mean, it deserves its own podcast.
You're right. So this weekend is the Cletus thing he's going to.
Yeah, I was going to go to that.
We're going to go to that. I'm tired, man. I'm
Well, good thing Weston pulled a Weston and blew his car up before, because he definitely would have talked me into going.
Really?
Yeah.
And I couldn't have talked you into not going?
Maybe.
Because if my truck's not running,
Brett,
then I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
If my truck wasn't going, I would go with you.
I'm still just wore out from SEMA, like mentally, socially. Yeah. I'm glad we're not going.
Then we got to go to Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
Idaho.
And not like just
not like the southern
kind
part
of in Idaho,
Idaho,
like almost to Canada.
Yeah.
Idaho, because that's where the winner of the Suburban giveaway lives. That's all Zach was worried about is how far do we have to go?
Oh, 100%. I was hoping with like 100-mile radius of here.
100 miles?
Yes, 100 miles. That would have been great.
People would be like, yeah, that's rigged.
If I could rig it to 100 miles, I would.
He's like, we're like, okay, new giveaway.
Yeah, I'm like, Rhett, where do you live? Idaho. Fuck, sorry, we picked the wrong name.
It's like, I actually meant, no, it's like new giveaway. Texas residents only in these 3 counties. Can you win?
I'm down for that.
That's ridiculous. But all jokes aside, he seems like a really cool guy.
He seems super pumped. Like, he deserves a Suburban way more than I do.
In his comments today, because he posted that he wanted, there's someone that's like, I'll give you $20,000 the day you get it. And he's like, no, this thing's worth way more than money to me. And I almost cried.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's so
$20,000,
sweet.
that motherfucker worth way more than $20,000.
Well, I know. I was like, that's a low ball, but whatever. I mean, obviously with the giveaways, we can't be upset if people sell them. Like, we would never be upset. Like, do whatever you want. But I thought that was sweet. The cooler part is when we were talking about because the giveaway is the Suburban plus $5,000 cash. He messaged me and said that he wants to donate the $5,000 to.
What a G.
I know. Like, he seriously seems like a really nice guy. Yeah. And he's like, someone needs that more than me. Like, I'm just so incredibly happy to have the Suburban that, like, I want someone to be blessed like I've been blessed with the Suburban.
So while we're up there,
this is so cool.
We're going to go shopping with him and his kids to buy people Christmas
That's
stuff.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking we should do with him and his wife and kids and like, and he was like saying he was like, I feel like it's important to keep it in the community. Maybe you guys, in like, your local communities, maybe you guys know of something. And I'm like, honestly, since we've moved to Texas, I don't know a ton of local people. I mean, in Missouri, it was like I knew everyone that would need help or like places to go for that and things like that. But we just don't know as many people here. So I think it would be cool to keep it in his community, especially since we're going there anyways. I think that'd be cool.
I'll meet y'all there.
Yeah, Zach's going to fly.
I'm going to catch that flight.
Me and Cap are going to fly.
You're
or drive.
God, that sounds miserable.
It's a long 20.
So it's 25 or 26 hours, but Cap's like, well, if we take my route, it's 32.
So I thought that was crazy, but
It makes sense.
it makes sense because Wyoming sucks.
Yeah, Wyoming does suck.
I was telling Zach
if
when
there's any issues, Cap knows more people on that route than going through Wyoming.
In Wyoming, like I would take that route going from Utah to Missouri when I was living in between both, and I would not have phone service. Granted, I have Cricket. Okay, I have Cricket.
You got that hood.
I have Cricket. It's whatever. But I would not have service for 10 hours straight.
Because there ain't no hoods in Wyoming. Why the serious look?
He's not wrong. He's rude. Anyways, it's the same service as AT&T. It's cheaper. So everybody can kiss my ass. I have 2 lines for $120. Can you say the same?
No.
All right then. So
There's less cell towers.
So my service otherwise is perfectly fine. Do I forget to pay my prepaid
every month?
Every month. And Caitlin, my assistant, has a reminder set on her phone the night before to text me, and I can't think of the last month I remembered to pay it and that didn't turn off.
Brain of yours.
It hurts. The ADHD hurts. But every single month on the 7th after midnight, it's really bad when I wake up the next morning and it happens. And especially if I'm in a rush. Because then I leave the house, I'm like, fuck, I don't have Wi-Fi. Like, how am I going to do this? That happened when I was in California.
How am I going to get to Walmart? Because I lived here for 4 years and I still have to map to Walmart.
Okay, sir. Well, now you're just coming for the jugular for no reason. How did you know I mapped to Walmart today?
See?
You just made that up?
I know everything.
Anyways.
So you did map to Walmart?
Anyway, yes. Earlier. Anyways,
From
no
where?
service through Wyoming. Wyoming is like dead, especially through the winter.
Have you ever watched Yellowstone?
You want to talk about, but.
It was filmed mostly in Texas.
Was it? I don't even know. But it is no joke. On that highway, nothing. And when it's snowing, it's miserable. Because there's just nothing. You can't see nothing but snow.
So you guys are going to go through Salt Lake.
We're not going to, you said.
Yeah, you're going through Salt Lake, so it's better.
Yeah, I guess. Good old Utah.
So.
But yeah. So yeah, Wyoming would not be a good place to break down on that route.
Yeah, because I'd have to call somebody to help you because that's a long drive.
But anyways, we don't know when we're going to deliver it yet. They're still finalizing all the paperwork, but we're excited. Really excited. I don't know if we said his name or not. Rhett Mayer is who won it.
Yep.
In Idaho.
It's like the Tangerine Dream.
The Tangerine,
Instagram.
yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Something like that on Instagram.
So y'all go follow him. Keep up with the bird.
Yeah, hopefully he'll post about it. He has a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old that he said are going to be stoked. He's like, I had to show them the live video like 18 times for them to think I was not joking. Yeah, the Tangerine Dream. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. Pretty cool. Well,
new giveaway coming soon.
Well, okay.
We're going to throw a little mix in there.
We are. So we're not sure when the next truck giveaway is going to start. We have the truck, but we don't have parts in for the truck yet. The build is going to take a little bit. So that kind of gives you guys a little bit of a hint. It's not a build that we currently have. And no, it's not the Kodiak. Wouldn't do that to you guys, okay? Even though...
But it is for sale if y'all want
it. It is going to be for sale because it's completely gone through and pretty much brand new now. And the motor only had 60,000 miles on it when...
And it just made a trip to Vegas, to Kansas, and back to Texas. So it's ready.
It should be fucking bulletproof now at this point.
It's a Duramax. I wouldn't say bulletproof.
Yeah, I have bad luck with Duramaxes. But anyways,
have you not
it's
learned?
For sale. Actually, it's for trade for a really clean 3rd gen Dodge crew cab dually. No rust. Trade.
Yeah.
Maybe
with a spare. Actually, can you throw some cash on top to go ahead and get Randy to build you a trans because you're going to need that.
I mean, it can't give me any more problems than what the Kodiak did before.
Yeah, you're right.
So anyways, yeah, if anyone has a 3rd gen you want to trade for a Kodiak, let me know.
Big headlight, not those ugly little small headlights.
I'll take either. I don't care.
No, you won't.
I'll take either.
Don't listen to her.
Manual, preferably.
Oh, God, no. Do not.
Do you hear this shit, Greg? Do you hear this?
You have
nothing to say, do you?
You don't need a manual.
Why don't I need a manual? Exactly?
Why don't you show everyone how you shift?
No.
Why? Huh?
Huh? Well, I mean, it's just...
She tries to speed shift that mofo. power shift.
Okay. I like to party. Sorry if you don't.
Wow.
I
No,
think it'd be
I don't
fun.
like a dick in the floor. I like to put it in D and just
Definitely, it's
where I'm
hard
going.
because, like, for obviously, like, hauling purposes, an automatic would just be so much more convenient.
convenient in everyday
And
life.
honestly, yeah, everyday life,
So
just
keep
around
them dicks
town.
in the
But
floor to
I
yourself.
just want to be one with the thing and just fucking, you know what I'm saying?
That is like 50% of how she really shifts. Yeah.
Forgets the clutch.
No, this was, well, you know, I'm just using, I don't feel like moving the other one. I'm not going to forget the clutch. I might, I don't know.
You forget to shift in your full manual valve body.
That thing is, okay, well, first of all, driving around town and going down the drag strip in front of thousands of people is entirely different and an entirely different stress level, okay? So
Just
I don't want to hear
on the
it.
rev limiter in first gear. Just bop, 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 bop. Not once. Not twice.
Oh, laughed a
man.
fart right out of me, sorry.
Everybody's like, man, it'd be so cool to be Lacey's boyfriend. This thing farts like a grown ass fat truck driver. That's
Like,
what you
that
fart
was
like.
so personal right now. Did you even hear it, Brian? It wasn't that loud, was it?
I ain't gotta hear when I can smell it.
Little stink butt.
You're rude.
I'm not rude.
Anyways, I don't even know how we got on this subject. Yep, Kodiak's gonna be for sale. Oh, about the next giveaway. It's not gonna be the Kodiak, I promise. A lot of people are guessing that, but it's not a current build, so no one knows that I've had this truck for a long time. And yeah, I think that this one's gonna.
No one's ever even seen this truck.
Yeah, no one's ever seen it. I think it's gonna be a surprise.
Been sitting in the shop,
Yeah.
in a different shop. It's not even
Yeah,
been in the
in the
background of any
secret shop.
videos.
Exactly, it hasn't. It's been in the secret storage shop. So, drop your guesses in the comments, but I bet you're not going to guess. I mean, it's not anything really crazy and extravagant, but I don't know. I think you guys are going to be surprised. It's going to be more, it's not going to be lifted 20 inches like the last two have been.
We're going to throw a curveball and hit him with the practical truck.
Practical truck. So, I think I'm excited to see and like test the waters on like, are more people going to be interested in a more daily drivable like practical truck, or is our thing just the big lifted obnoxious, you know, dream?
We got a black dually
vehicles?
out there.
Do you guys want to enter a giveaway with the black dually?
Ooh.
Since Zach doesn't care about it anymore because he has the 58 to
Yeah, I
obsess
don't
over.
care about anything else. I forgot I even owned my 05.
Good, because my diesel doesn't run, so yours doesn't
know
need
why?
to run.
It's a Duramax.
So yeah, like I was saying, I'm looking for a third gen Dodge if anyone has one. Yeah. So, but in between, this is what we're gonna say. In between the truck giveaways, we're gonna be doing a little wheel giveaway for you guys. So we've done that in the past, but had some more interest for it. Any JTXs, I think we're going to do up to a 26. I think we're going to do dually wheels this time because that's the only complaint I got. Every single time we've done a wheel giveaway, there are people like...
And you can get them powder coated. Not any color you want, but they will be powder coated.
What does that mean?
Well, they can, you know, like if they want 17 different colors and each window a different color.
Yeah, I don't think anyone ever really wants that, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I've done
you're going to get that
two...
one asshole. It's like, I want these
That would be...
things.
Oh, if it's something that's impossible...
Yeah.
There's some
You're going to get them powder
there's some
coated how
color
you want them
combos.
to a extent.
Well, I don't even feel the need to make that disclaimer. You just talk with them about what's possible and what's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not afraid to do a little extra work on something a little jazzy, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But if it's like you want something that's not possible, then tell them it's not possible.
Yeah.
But the other two ones I did, they were just polished and then orange backs and windows. And then I did some, I think, illusion blueberry backs and windows.
Yeah.
They turned out cool. But yeah, we're going to do dually wheels this time. And that actually might be launched by the time this comes out. So you guys keep an eye out for it. We're only going to run that for about 3 weeks, just something quick, and definitely going to be over before Christmas. The wheels won't be to you before Christmas because I have a little bit of a production time with JTX because you're going to get to pick any design that you want. And then, of course, we're going to powder coat them. So, but it's going to be a good little Christmas surprise for somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe a little stocking stuffer.
Well, a little stocking stuffer. Yeah, the gift card of
Yeah.
like, hey, you on wheels, something like that. But yeah, and we'll be doing like a live announcement with that winner and everything because that was fun.
That was fun.
I know that's like not how everyone else does it.
But we're not everybody else.
We're not everybody else. I don't care. I like to be a rebel.
Yeah.
I fart on podcasts and stuff.
You do
I
fart on
guess.
podcasts.
So
Frank, don't cut that out. Leave that in there for the people.
I'm embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's past midnight now. So
So y'all have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever it is that you're listening
whatever
to.
it is that you're listening to.
Hopefully you can hear me better. Turn
Hopefully.
your hearing aids up.
You just need to turn your speaker box up.
It don't work like that.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Bloop, bloop.